The time has arrived. The college football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback on the move. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end will bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Early drama here in this playoff game. It's a 4-point play. They try to convert on third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down. Now it's first and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
Second down and goal upcoming. Ball handed off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
One of those crucial moments early in this playoff game. Third down and goal. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Past midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Wow, there's a risky throw here so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They stop him right at the 24.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. Took contact on the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
He's got the first and still going. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for a nice game.
Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
On second and goal, they'll give him another chance. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for the...
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
That sack sets up a second down and long. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's hit just before the throw, and the ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38. And now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And Kirk gets Ole Miss on top. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
See if he can make something happen with the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. On the move now. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Ball down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And they pick up the first on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
4th down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. QB keeper all the way. They stop him, but it's a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
It's a good battle down near the goal line. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3.
42, Spider.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for 6. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
They'll try a pass here. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
You had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. Receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses it. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding, and here comes the penalty marker. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Catch made wide open way downfield. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain. And the Rebels have 1st and 10 here. They keep him on balance with a run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Short pass finds the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Grabbed by the receiver. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So 1st down from the 12 now.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime, and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw now on first down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And completion makes it second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the move now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive...
Got a man! Catch made! Big play! So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They'll test the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Jackrabbit. Kill.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Dump off caught by the running back. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Ducks looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. What a catch! We're able to convert. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, what